He thinks keeping my own money means I'm planning for failure, but he doesn't know the real reason why. My fiancé thinks we should combine everything once we're married. Joint account, shared access to everything, fully transparent. His parents have always done it that way. I'm more comfortable keeping some things separate. Maybe a joint account for shared expenses, but keeping our own accounts too. My parents got divorced, and money was a huge part of the mess, so I'm probably overly cautious about it. We make similar amounts, so it's not about income difference. I just feel weird about merging everything completely. He thinks keeping anything separate means I'm not fully committed or planning for the worst. We can't agree on this, and I don't know who's right. Up next, he got me nothing for Christmas 1 month after I gave birth, but what he did for Mother's Day was worse. Comes after he got me nothing for Christmas, while I was a month postpartum with our second child, which led to one of the bigger fights in our relationship. He got a pass for Valentine's Day, as my mother was in the hospital. Money is not a problem for us, and he can afford to do something nice. I'm so tired of the lack of effort and caring, and now his mom knows how little he cares about me too. My feelings are hurt once again. Up next, a new woman wants to sleep with me, but I'm still living in the same house as the wife I'm divorcing. I just cannot tolerate it, and she said she won't change. She hates living in the United States, as she is from Vietnam, and she is going to get her master's degree and leave. We are still living together. She made it clear she wants a divorce before she leaves, so she can still keep her green card, or whatever, and I agree because it is good to file jointly for taxes, but we broke up. I have a woman that has been hitting on me and asking me to hang out. Would it be wrong if I sleep with her? Of course I won't bring her home. Morally, we are separated and not together. It is not cheating, but we are technically still married, just with divorce papers signed, but not yet filed. Up next, the only time my husband of 15 years says my name is when he's angry with me. We don't yell back and forth because he is deaf in one ear and can't hear as well. He also doesn't use any pet names, like he literally doesn't verbally address me. I, a 37-year-old female, have been married to my husband, a 44-year-old male, for 15 years. Early on, I noticed that he didn't address me by name or use any pet names or terms of endearment towards me. At first, it was just a weird quirk, but over time it has started to bother me. I have asked him to use my name more and explained why it is important to me. He will acknowledge what I'm saying, then say it sporadically for a few days, then nothing. What makes this even more strange to me is that he uses other people's names, like our kids and other family. He also says my name when he is very angry or exasperated with me. When I've asked him what the deal is, he kind of shrugs and says it's just how he is, and that he didn't use his partner's names in previous relationships. I think part of why it is sticking in my brain is because I find it to be very odd. Has anyone else dealt with this, or can anyone else relate to having difficulty saying their partner's name? They told me I'm sterile, but my 9-year-old nephew is somehow more my son than my brother's. Due to having a disease called cystic fibrosis, I am sterile and unable to have children. We do not have the money for IVF, and we were flat out told no when it came to trying to adopt. The way they saw it, given the fact that I have cystic fibrosis and have had a double lung transplant, there is no scenario for them where I do not die young. Doing so would be considered emotional abuse to a child. It is messed up, I know. Anyway, my sister-in-law has a 9-year-old boy. He has no personality traits from anyone on that side of the family. Even though he, his sister, who is almost 20 now, and his mother live with her parents, her brother, and their grandmother. They also live about an hour away from my wife and I. Ever since he was 2, my nephew and I seem to have some weird connection. After I dealt with stage 4 cancer, something I wanted to do to give back after I barely survived was that I made paracord bracelets, sold them, and donated 100% of the proceeds to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation of Canada. My nephew was 2 at the time. He was the first person I made a bracelet for, and the first person I gave one to. And then our relationship took an even more unexpected turn. Once he got it, he absolutely refused to take it off. It did not matter where, and it did not matter for what. He would not take it off, and would even start crying if his mother tried to take it off. He ended up wearing the first one out insanely quickly. In total, I made him 5, which all just got so much wear and tear that they are unwearable. Anyway, he is 9 now. Due to some drama I am having with my mother-in-law and father-in-law, I did not get to see him for Christmas, New Year's, or his birthday. Today, his mother is bringing him over to my house to hang out, since literally, I am the only one who shares or shows any interest in his hobbies. And sorry, just real quick, I want to explain his situation. Since he lives at his grandparents' house, they just toss Lego set after Lego set at him, leave him in their basement living room, and even forget he exists. His mother is busy trying to work to save money to move out. His older sister, to put it nicely, is a raging jerk who loathes me, and since my nephew likes me, she refuses to play with him to any degree. In that house, he is basically alone, and it breaks my heart. He also heavily reminds me of how I was at his age, but he is deeply more compassionate, like insanely so. To explain, I have a broken spine. Climbing up and down stairs is deeply difficult and painful for me. The last time I was at the in-laws' place, he took me downstairs to show me his Lego and video game collection. On the way back up, I had to go very slowly and take one step at a time. He sprinted up them. "You have to remember, Uncle is broken." To which, he comes back down the stairs, puts his fragile drying noodle arm around my waist, and says, "It is okay, I got you." Not a single person in my life has ever done a gesture like that. I held it together, but once my wife and I left to go home, I broke down in tears in the car because of how sweet that was. I knew I had to make this day perfect for his sake. Back to me wanting to share my joy. He will be coming over today, and as a belated Christmas and birthday gift, even though I did get those for him on those days, I have taken a semi-oldish laptop that I had lying around, reset it back to factory settings, updated all that is needed, and downloaded Minecraft for him, which he is a huge fan of. I am also paying for a server so that he and I can play together, and if he wants some of his friends to play, he can invite them as well. On top of that, we are taking him to a nice small local fair that is just a few blocks from our house. And to put it simply, I have backup plans for backup plans. I want to make sure he has as much of a great time as possible. But it really is insane at how much he is like me, despite the fact that until January of 2025, I was seeing him maybe once a month. And then ever since January 2025, I have seen him twice. He is a massive nerd like me. He is big into Pokemon video games, and he has even started to draw the exact way I taught myself to draw when I was his age. Which actually, because of how good I was, I and 5 other kids in my city at the time won a contest out of all the schools in our province for grades 1 to 8, and got our very own, very real art exhibit called Through the Eyes of a Child, and I believe I and the others were the first winners for that, and just so many other things. My wife and I joke that he is actually my son, and his mother has given me very strict visitation rights. We do not say that joke in front of him, his mother, or any of his family. It is solely an inside joke between my wife and I. When he was 5, I actually made him a child Link outfit with a homemade Deku shield and Kokiri sword, and I dressed as adult Link with the Master Sword and a Hylian shield. So yeah, I just wanted to share how deeply excited I am today to hang out with him. I hope he will really like the laptop with Minecraft, both Java and Bedrock. I'm not sure which he likes or which he and his friends might play. The fun we will have today at the fair, checking out some nerd shops, maybe seeing the new Mario movie, or even just staying home, putting some Minecraft YouTubers on the TV, and playing Minecraft together. I am just so freaking excited. And at the same time, I am deeply depressed because this is how excited I would be with my own kid, and I would try to be such a good dad.